Now what we discussed in last lecture, anyone can say that?
De Moivre's theorem.
Okay, now we start the De Moivre's theorem. Now definition is completed of De Moivre's theorem statement.
Then we need one example.
Yes, your voice is not clear.
We have to do one example.
Okay, first example. So there is a statement of a De Moivre's theorem. Now the first example here you can see that. Oh, yes, good. So we calculate this example by two ways. One is by using one formula. So the De Moivre's theorem for a natural number n, that is the formula is cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n. That is exactly equal to cos n theta plus I sin n theta. N is integer. So that is De Moivre's theorem. Every n is fraction, so that is we can say that one of the value. So that is the difference between this natural number and fractional number in De Moivre's theorem. So here we know that one formula cos of pi by 2 minus theta. The answer is cos theta. Yes or no? Sorry. The answer is sin theta. And same thing is sin pi by 2 minus theta. So the answer is cos theta. So that is the one way to solve this example. Another way is directly you can common here is I is common in this example. So let us see here. So simplify this expression in the form of x plus iy, that is a complex number. So we know that this formula for applicable only for cos theta plus I sin theta, but in you can see that in the denominator that is sin theta plus I cos theta. So by using this result you can convert it this one. So that is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta raised to 8 upon cos pi by 2 minus theta plus I sin pi by 2 minus theta raised to 4. Applying De Moivre's theorem here, so in the denominator, so cos theta plus I sin theta raised to 8. Now in denominator you can apply the De Moivre's theorem. So cos pi by 2 into 4, so that is 2 pi minus 4 theta plus I sin 2 pi minus 4 theta. So here cos theta plus I sin theta raised to 8 upon what is the value of cos 2 pi minus 4 theta? Yes, what is the value of cos 2
Cos
pi
cos cos theta.
cos 4
cos
theta?
4 theta
And now what is the value of sin 2 pi minus 4 theta?
minus sin 4
minus
theta.
sin 4 theta.
Minus sin 4 theta.
Sin.
Very good. We know that one another result cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta and sine of minus theta that is equal to minus sin theta. We use this result here. So cos theta plus I sin theta raised to 8 upon you can rewrite it that is equal to 4 theta plus I sine of minus 4 theta by using this result. You can write down this way.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes,
here
sir.
you can apply reverse process of De Moivre's theorem. So the reverse process you can apply that is here upon cos theta plus I sine theta raised to minus 4. Again apply this reverse process of de Moivre's theorem, minus 4, so that is directly applied, that is minus 4 here. So you can see that the base of this both one, denominator and numerator is same. So what is the next step here? Raised to 8 plus 4, 8 minus minus 4. So that is, you can write down this one is equal to 8 plus 4. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And now 8 plus 4, that is 12. But here we can see that the answer in the form of x plus iy. So that is 12 is again the natural integer. So you can apply de Moivre's theorem for this way. So the final answer is cos 12 theta plus I sin 12 theta, and that is the form of x plus iy. So that is our required answer. So this one is our required answer. So that is the one way to solve this example. Now another way you can see that here. So I is common, so that is I raised to 4, and we know that the value of I raised to 4, that is 1, and the value of 1 upon I, that is minus I. So converted in this form, cos theta minus I sin theta. So this step is very important here. I square into I square, that is I raised to 4, and minus 1 into minus 1, that is 1. By the same formula here can apply minus cos theta and minus sin theta. And now minus sign is like this way, and simplified, the same answer we get here. So there are two ways to solve this example.
Sir, can you explain that step? I raised to 4.
I raised to 4, that is common here I. So that is I raised to 4. And now here is common, so that is cos theta as it is. And now here there is no I, so 1 upon I into sin theta. So this step is given that. Now I square into I square. What is the answer? 1. Now 1 upon I. So minus into minus 1 upon I. Both are same. But we know that the minus 1, that is I square. So minus I square upon I. Now minus I square upon I, so that is minus I. So here you can see that that is minus I. Now is it clear? Hello?
Sir.
Okay. So you can solve this way or this way. Both ways right. And try to solve this example. Any one of the way. So that is example number 1 by using de Moivre's theorem. So let us see the second
Will you wait
example.
1 minute, sir?
Okay.
Previous slide.
Now done.
Yes, sir.
So let us see the next example. Prove that 1 plus cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n plus 1 plus cos theta minus I sin theta raised to n, that is equal to this one. 2 raised to n plus 1 cos raised to n theta by 2 into cos n theta by 2, where n is an integer. Where n is an integer. So anyone can say that how can you solve this example? Any idea? कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे एग्जाम्पल को? Parth?
Yes, sir. Thinking.
Okay. Now here we prove the left hand side is equal to right hand side. But how can you prove these things? It is given that n is integer. So here De Moivre's theorem applicable. Now anyone any idea?
Sir, can we convert 1 plus cos theta into 2 cos square theta by 2 and solve it?
Very good. So try to solve this way. So here try to solve this example by this way. You can try to convert trigonometric result. We use the trigonometric result. So let us see here. The left hand side is equal to 1 plus cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n plus 1 plus cos theta minus I sin theta raised to n. Now we know that the result 1 plus cos theta, that is equal to 2 cos square theta by 2, and sin theta, that is equal to 2 into sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. We know that these two result. So here you can simply put 1 plus cos theta is equal to this one, and 1 sin theta is equal to this one. So let us see the next step. So here simply put this one, 2 cos square theta by 2 and 2i sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. Now here you can see that cos theta by 2 is common. 2 is common, you can see that. So 2 and cos theta by 2 is common here, but power is n. So 2 raised to n into cos raised to n theta by 2 common in these terms. So let us see here. That is a common. So the remaining term is cos theta by 2 plus I sin theta by 2 raised to n. And here is cos theta by 2 minus I sin theta by 2 raised to n. So here you can, n is integer, so you can apply the De Moivre's theorem. So now you can apply the De Moivre's theorem. Here you can see that cos n theta by 2 plus I sin n theta by 2. So here you can apply the De Moivre's theorem. So n is applicable here, n theta by 2 plus I sin n theta by 2. The same way here is same thing, n theta by 2 minus I sin n theta by 2. So is it clear everyone up to here? Yeah, any question? What about the next?
Sir, taking 2 की power n into cos की power n theta by 2 common.
Common, okay, good. So here in this tab, this is a common value, you can see that here. So now the common this one. So simply write down this one. Here is plus, plus, here is plus and minus. So this is cancel out. So what is the remaining term? The remaining term 2 times this one. And here is 2 raised to n is given that. And again in 2. So rewrite this step is 2 raised to n plus 1. So let us see the next step. So that is 2 raised to n into cos raised to n theta by 2 into 2 cos n theta by 2. And now 2 into 2 raised to n. So that is 2 raised to n plus 1 cos raised to n theta by 2 into cos n theta by 2, and you can easily verify that is our right hand side. You can easily verify that is our right hand side. So now it is clear. Done?
Yes, sir.
So now in the next example, example number 3, let us see here. Let n be a positive integer, then prove that 1 plus I raised to n plus 1 minus I raised to n, that is equal to this one. So note down this example in homework. And now here is hint. How can you solve this one? So in hint, the important thing is to here you can see that converted this Cartesian means complex number to polar coordinate r into cos theta plus I sin theta. So how can you convert this one in the polar coordinate? Here theta is principal argument. So what is the r for this first one?
Root 2.
2.
R is equal to under root 2 maybe.
Yes,
R
sir.
that means under root 2. And what is theta?
Pi
Pi
by
by
4.
4.
Now for the second one, what is R?
Root 2.
Root 2. And now what is theta? Principal argument.
Minus pi by 4.
Very good. Minus pi by 4. So by using this result, you can see that converted in the form of cos theta plus I sin theta. So the first one is converted root 2, that is 2 raised to 1 by 2 into bracket cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4. And now raised to n. Plus same thing here you can apply 2 raised to 1 by 2 cos minus pi by 4 plus I sin minus pi by 4 raised to n. And now applying the De Moivre's theorem and simplify, the sine term is cancelled out, and after simplifying we get this answer. So that is our hint to solve this example, and that is very simple example. So everyone try to solve this example by using this one set. So note down this one. Hint you can note down so you can easily solve this example. Now any question, anyone? So here we use this result cos minus pi by 4, that is cos pi by 4, and here is minus sin pi by 4. So this is the same as previous one example. And try to solve this itself. If not down, then tell me. So here the same thing, that is the left hand side, and now try to prove the right hand side. Note down everyone. Yes. Next example number 4. So evaluate 1 plus sine alpha plus I cos alpha upon 1 plus sine alpha minus I cos alpha raised to n, where n is an integer. Where n is an integer. So how can I solve this one?
Sir, rationalize.
You can take the rationalize. Now
Divide
rationalize.
by I cos alpha.
But here you can rationalize, so that is some problem in the denominator maybe. You can try to solve this example by using rationalize. You can try to solve this by using rationalize. And there is issue? Yeah, no issue. Yes, anyone get the answer by using rationalization? Because of here you can solve this type of example by 2 to 3 methods. So we can use any one of the method, there is no issue. Anyone got the answer by using rationalization?
No, sir.
Okay. So let us see here. Everyone know that this result? One is equal to sine
Yes.
square alpha plus cos square alpha. Now what is the answer of I square? That is minus 1.
-1.
So here you can see that I need I with this cos. So here you can apply the next step is this way. So 1 is equal to sine square alpha minus I square. Minus I square, that is minus into minus, that is plus. And now that is cos square alpha. We know that the result a square minus b square. What is the answer of a square minus b square? A minus b and a plus b. So here we can apply this result a square minus b square. So the next step is sine alpha plus I cos alpha, and here is sine alpha minus I cos alpha. That is called equation number 1. So from this well-known result, here we try to prove this one is equal to this one. But here you can see that I need 1 plus sine alpha plus I cos alpha. So is 1 is already given that. Now add sine alpha and I cos alpha here. So add both this side by sine alpha plus I cos alpha. Cos alpha, both this side. So let us see the next step. Adding this thing, both this side of equation 1, we get this result. 1 plus sine alpha plus I cos alpha. And the right hand side is this one. Now in the right hand side you can see that sine alpha plus I cos alpha is common. Next step is sine alpha plus I cos alpha into bracket sine alpha minus I cos alpha plus 1. Now rearrange this term. Rearrange this term, so we get this term. You can see that. So the next step is you can rearrange this term. So sine alpha plus I cos alpha into bracket 1 plus sine alpha minus I cos alpha. So that is same. So the left hand side and Here you can see that is equal to right hand side. Now divide this term 1 plus sine alpha plus I cos alpha divided by 1 plus sine alpha minus I cos alpha, because we need this term. The next step is divide this one by this. So here you can see that the right hand side is sine alpha plus I cos alpha. But here we can apply the de Moivre's theorem because of the n is integer. Now applying the de Moivre's theorem, this sine alpha plus I cos alpha rewrite in the form of cos alpha by 2 minus alpha plus I sine alpha by 2 minus alpha. So this quantity 1 plus sine alpha plus I cos alpha upon 1 plus sine alpha minus I cos alpha, that is equal to this one. Now by taking the nth both side nth power and applying the de Moivre's theorem, here you can see that we get this answer. That is our required answer of this given expression.
Sir, can you give us some time to write, sir?
Okay, no issue. If done, then tell me. Now done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. Now the next topic, that is called roots of a complex number. Find out roots of a complex number. So how can you find out the roots of a complex number? So like this is given that minus 1 raised to 1 by 5. You can calculate this type of the number. That is equal to minus 1 raised to 1 by 5. Or you can say that directly I raised to 1 by 5. No problem issue. So you can easily understand that is a complex number. So how can you solve this type of examples? So let us see here. So first we discuss the procedure. So here everyone know that this result is true. Cos theta plus I sin theta, that is equal to cos 2n pi plus theta plus I sin 2n pi plus theta for n belongs to z. Because of sin and cos both are the periodic function with period 2n pi. So I hope so you know that this result. You have already studied in trigonometric function. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here you can apply the de Moivre's theorem to find out the values of, here you can see that is not an integer, so that is not an exact value. So cos theta plus I sin theta raised to 1 by q. So suppose this z is a complex number, so you can try to convert it and find out the roots. So this complex number converted in the form of polar form and then applying 1 upon q. So the solutions are, the values are in this form: cos 2n pi plus theta upon q plus sine one of the value plus sine 2n pi theta upon q, where q is an integer value. Where q is an integer value. Now here, what is the value of q? So let us see here, you can see that putting n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 up to so on qn minus 1 in this example. So why we can taking that is qn minus 1? So later we can see that why can taking 0 to qn minus 1. So let us see here, we get following q values. You can put this value n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 up to so on. Now suppose here you can see that cos theta plus I sin theta raised to 1 by q. That is not an integer number. Suppose this one is integer number, so the answer is cos 1 by q theta plus I sin 1 by q theta. But this is not an integer number, so that is not exactly equal to, we get one of the value. So now we can put here n is equal to 0. So let us see, we get one of the value of cos theta by q plus I sin theta by q for n is equal to 0. Now here you can put n is equal to 1. So what is the answer? 2 pi plus theta by q plus I sin 2 pi plus theta by q. So according to the value of n equal to 2, 3, we obtain q values. We obtain q values of this number cos theta plus I sin theta raised to 1 by q. So here you can see that we get these values. Simply you can put n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. Now you can put n is equal to q in this. So what is the answer here? You can see that cos of 2q pi plus theta upon q plus I sin 2q pi plus theta upon q. Now simplify this one. So cos of 2 pi plus theta upon q plus I sin of 2 pi plus theta upon q. Yes or no? Now what is the answer of this one? 2 pi plus theta q.
Cos theta by q.
Cos theta by q and plus I sin theta by q. So here you can see that you can put the value of n is equal to q. So this is the same value for n is equal to 1. You can see that. Now you can take q plus 1. So we get the value same n is equal to 1. Now we can put q plus 2. So we get the same value of n is equal to 2. So here we can take n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 up to q minus 1. So if power is given that 1 upon q, suppose the power is given that 1 by 4. So now here what is the value of n? So the value of n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. So after putting this value, we get the roots. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 roots of the complex number is given that. So here you can remember this one. That is not an exact, that is the values of this cos theta plus I sin theta raised to 1 by q. So now is it clear in this slide? Any question? Anyone?
Yes.
No question? So here next you can see that you put n is equal to q, so that is same answer. Here you can see that we have the same answer which is same as n is equal to 0. Now thus we have for put n is equal to q, q plus 1, all are the repeated value mentioned above. So finally this cos theta plus I sin theta raised to 1 by q has q and only q distance value given as above. So how can you use this theory in our example?
1 minute, can you move to the previous slide?
Yes. If done, then tell me quickly.
Yes, sir.
So how can you use this concept in example? That is very important thing here. So for this, let us see the first example here. Solve this example. X is to 4 plus I is equal to 0. So in this example, this x is not a real number. You cannot say that directly this x is a real number. This is maybe a complex number also. So let us see here how can you solve this type of example, solve these equations. So let us see here x is to 4 is equal to I is given that, sorry, minus I. Now what about the x here? Minus 1 raised to 1 by 4 minus I raised to 1 by 4. So here there is a complex number. Now find out the roots. So the previous procedure here we can follow. So how can you follow this procedure? So first you can write down this number in terms of r cos theta plus I sin theta form. R cos theta plus I sin theta form. So here z is minus I. Now what is r for this one? Anyone can say that? What is the r for this one?
1.
1. Good. Now what is the theta? Theta, that is principal argument. Always we can take theta is the principal argument.
Minus pi by 2.
Minus pi by 2. So this number written in this form of cos minus pi by 2 plus I sin minus pi by 2. So that is this number written in the form of cos pi by 2 minus I sin pi by 2 raised to 1 by 4. Raised to 1 by 4. But we know that the previous result, this is the same as cos 2n pi plus pi by 2 minus I sine 2n pi plus pi by 2 raised to 1 by 4. This is the same as this value because of cos and sine is periodic function. So let us see here how can you write down these things. So here solve this equation. So x is to 4 plus I, that is equal to 0. Now x is to 4, that is equal to minus I. So now try to convert this one in the form of polar form. So minus I represented in this form, cos pi by 2 minus I sin pi by 2. But cos and psi is periodic function, so we know that this function is written in this form also. So cos 2n pi plus pi by 2 minus I sin 2n pi plus pi by 2. So now applying the previous one. So here you can see that x is equal to, written in this form, cos 2n pi plus pi by 2 minus I sin 2n plus pi by 2 raised to 1 by 4. So here we get total 4 roots for this one. So therefore the solution are in this form of xn is equal to cos 1 by 4 written in this way. So here you can see that pi is common, pi by 2 is common for this one, and applying the De Moivre's theorem, here is pi by 4, 1 by 4. So that is, here you can write down pi by 8, and here is minus I sin 4n plus 1 pi by 8. So how can you write down this one? So these are cos, you can see that cos of 1 by 4 into bracket 2n pi plus pi by 2 minus I sin 1 by 4 into bracket 2n pi plus pi by 2. Now simplify this one. So let's see here, cos, here is pi by 2 is common and 4 is again given that. So here is 4n plus 1 pi by 8. After simplifying we get this value. Minus I sin, same thing, 4n plus 1 pi by 8. So we get this one. But what is the important thing here? Here is important thing is what is the n we can take here. So what is the value of n here?
1 to 3.
Very good. So here for all n belongs to z, but now here we can take n is equal to 0, 1, 2 and 3. So we get the solution. So we get the 4 solution. So now we can put here n is equal to 0. What is the answer x0? Cos pi by 8 minus I sin pi by 8. Now we can put x is equal to 1 here. Now we can put x is equal to 2 here. Put 2 here, so 9 pi by 8 minus I sin 9 pi by 8. And next x3, so that is equal to cos 4 into 3, 12 plus 1, 13. So these are the solution of this given equation, x is to 4 plus I is equal to 0. Is it clear everyone? This is very important thing here. If 4 is given that, so that is here you can write down q minus 1, q is 4, so q minus 1 is 3. Done everyone? Clear? Any question?
So we have tried the all 4 statements now.
Yes, what?
We have tried x0, x1, x2, x3 also now.
Yes, that is the solution.
Okay.
So in these types of questions, you have to write all the solutions of the.
Yes, here we can write, we get the 4 solution. That is a polynomial. So the 4, so that is we get the 4 root. So here we can write down this 4 root of this equation. Simple x square minus 1 is equal to 0. We get 2 roots. Which one is the root? Plus or minus 1? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So here that is same thing. Here we get 2 roots. That is, these are the roots of this given polynomial. So how can you write down these 4 roots? So let us see here. So here you can write down this root, and that is our required answer. You can say that the solution, or you can say that the root. Both are the same thing here. Now if any questions, please tell me. Otherwise, wind up this session.
Yes, sir.
In this example, what is the important thing? You can try to convert this number in polar form. So you can easily apply the de Moivre's theorem here. And that is not exact equal to. We find out the solution. And the solution depending on this n and this value 4. So that is very important thing here. Okay? Have any question?
No,
Tell
sir.
me yes. Okay.